was wait. They said, for what you've all been waiting for. I went, nobody in their right mind is waiting for a vegan sausage roll. The tweet went viral. The company exploited my tweet.
Piers Morgan is an English broadcaster, journalist, writer, newspaper editor, and television personality. He began his Fleet Street career in 1988 at The Sun. In 1994, age 29, he was appointed editor of the News of the World by Rupert Murdoch, which made him the youngest editor of a British national newspaper in more than half a century. From 1995, Morgan edited the Daily Mirror, but was sacked in 2004. He was the editorial director of First News from 2006 to 2007. Morgan has hosted his own talk show, Piers Morgan Life Stories and Piers Morgan Live, and judged on the talent competition shows America's Got Talent and Britain's Got Talent.
As I point out, in France, they got a very sensible attitude towards this. They banned all vegan and vegetarian companies from using meat language. So if you want to sell your products...
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Piers Stephen O'Mara, but is known as Piers Morgan. He was born March 30th, 1965 in Surrey, England, making him age 56 at the time of this production. He stands 1.85 meters or 6 feet tall. Morgan was named in the infamous British phone hacking scandal, which involved the Daily Mirror while it was under his editorial control. Morgan is a fan of the Premier League football club Arsenal FC. Politically, Morgan identified as a supporter of the Conservative Party. Morgan strongly objected to the Women's March on Washington in January 2017, the day after Donald Trump's inauguration. He described the protesters as being rabid feminists and the multiple protests as being vacuous. Ewan McGregor disagreed with Morgan's statements on the Women's March and pulled out of appearing on Good Morning Britain the following Tuesday after discovering Morgan would be interviewing him. Morgan accused McGregor of being a pedophile-loving hypocrite for his past support of Roman Polanski. In December 2018, Morgan wrote a letter to Trump formally applying to become White House Chief of Staff. Morgan was briefly a friend of Meghan Markle before she became the Duchess of Sussex, but claimed she cut him off early in their relationship with Prince Harry. He's been a regular critic of the couple since then, alleging they are hypocrites and claiming the Duchess is a social climber. On July 24, 2021, Morgan said he developed COVID-19 after the Euro 2020 final, despite being fully vaccinated. He added that a strong fever, violent coughing, chills, and sneezing fits left him exhausted and fearing what might come next. Morgan married Marion Chalot, a hospital ward sister, in 1991. The couple had 3 sons, Albert, Spencer, and Stanley, and separated in 2004 before divorcing in 2008. In June 2010, he married his second wife, journalist Celia Walden, daughter of the former Conservative MP George Walden. On November 25, 2011, Walden gave birth to a daughter, Elise, her first child and Morgan's fourth.
Me in their company results. Thank you, Mr. Morgan, for hating our vegan sausage roll. But where did it leave us? It left us with a nation eating something they don't actually like.
His family moved to Newark, Sussex, England a few months after his birth. He was raised Catholic. His father, Vincent Eamon O'Mara, was a dentist who died when Morgan was just 11 months old. His mother remarried a man named Glenn Pugh Morgan. Piers took his stepfather's surname. He attended the Chaley School and studied journalism at Harlow College. In 1985, Morgan joined the South London News as a reporter. In 1988, he started freelancing at The Sun. By 1994, he'd moved to The Sun full-time to write the newspaper's tabloid-style Bazaar column. Morgan was not necessarily a fan of movies or pop music, but nevertheless became the friend of the stars thanks to his exceptional skills at self-publicity. He was frequently pictured with Madonna, David Bowie, Sylvester Stallone, Paul McCartney, and other famous people. In January 1994, he became editor of the News of the World. He was personally appointed to the post by Rupert Murdoch. He was 29 and the youngest editor of a national newspaper in 50 years. He became known for his lack of sympathy for the privacy of celebrities and his prying, forthright style. He left the News of the World in 1995 after publishing photos of Catherine Victoria Lockwood, who was then wife of Charles Earl Spencer, leaving a rehab clinic in Surrey. This was against the editor's code of conduct. In 1996, Morgan took over as the editor of the Daily Mirror. He was fired from the Daily Mirror in 2004 after refusing to apologize for publishing photos that had falsely shown British soldiers attacking a group of Iraqi civilians. In May 2005, Morgan took over as owner of the Press Gazette. The newspaper was a media industry publication that put on the British Press Awards. Many major newspapers boycotted the 2006 British Press Awards because of Morgan's ownership. The Press Gazette went into bankruptcy and was eventually sold. In May 2006, Morgan launched a weekly paper for kids 7 to 14 called First News. In 2006 and 2007, he was a judge on America's Got Talent alongside Brandy Norwood and David Hasselhoff. He began hosting Piers Morgan's Life Stories on ITV in 2009. On September 8, 2010, CNN announced that Morgan would replace Larry King in the network's evening lineup with his show Piers Morgan Live. The show premiered on January 17, 2011. The show was canceled in early 2014. Morgan became a host of Good Morning Britain on ITV in November 2015. In September 2014, he became the editor-at-large of the U.S. operation of the Mail Online's website. He writes several columns a week, as well as a weekly column for the Mail on Sunday event magazine. In September 2021, it was announced Morgan would join News Corp as a presenter on their new television channel, Talk TV, and as a columnist for The Sun and New York Post. The series will air in the UK, US, and Australia, and is scheduled to launch in early 2022.
Now, if you want to know who's a vegan, don't worry, they'll soon tell you. If they want to say they hate me eating a steak, that's fine. That's fine, but I should be allowed to say I hate vegan sausage roll.
As host of Piers Morgan Tonight, Morgan makes an annual salary of $2 million. In 2008, Morgan signed a 2-year deal with ITV in May, reportedly worth $2.6 million per year. He has a net worth of $20 million. Morgan owns a number of homes, including 2 in Britain, a townhouse in West London, and a country retreat in the East Sussex village of Newark, which is where he grew up. The TV star reportedly purchased their Kensington home from his father-in-law and former Tory MP George Walden for £4 million in 2009. The Georgian townhouse has a white frontage and trees outside next to the wrought iron gates. Piers even has his own man cave by Chris Sneesby, or the Podfather, in the garden of his London home. The circular pod has a wooden tile exterior and sweet circular window, and inside, Piers has a walnut inbuilt desk and a set of shelves, making it the perfect home office. Morgan also owns a home in Beverly Hills that he paid $5.4 million for in 2011. It's a 5-bed, 5-bath property. The sprawling estate's garden is loaded with celebrity touches, including a sprawling swimming pool and an outdoor bar. The outdoor space provides the ultimate oasis with Spanish-inspired tiles, an array of tropical plants, and a large table for alfresco dining. Inside the house is every bit as luxurious, with large bedrooms that boast decadent furnishings such as 4-poster beds and chase lounges. Les Moonves, the former CEO of CBS, is one of the home's former owners. He likely owns the following cars: an Aston Martin, a BMW X5, a Jaguar XJL, a Range Rover, A Mustang Shelby.